The other thing we need to talk about is exercise. We've talked a lot about diet and what works best. Now, you and I, we do a lot of powerlifting, weightlifting, bodybuilding type training. We really enjoy that. Mm-hmm. And I'll bet there's a lot of people that have no interest in doing that sort of workout.
Right.
And that's fine. But strength training overall is important. So if you can find some sort of strength training that you like to do, whether it's some free weights with lighter weights, machines at the gym, if they're open right now, I think they're starting to open up a little bit.
Right.
It could be some type of calisthenics or free weight, body weight exercises, things like that. But cardio is very important. Now, if you've said you like to do your walks, you like to do prayer walks. Something I've done for forever, it seems like, is almost every evening my wife and I go for a walk just around the neighborhood. Right. It'll be about a 30-minute walk. And so there's some evenings and the wind is just blowing too hard, we don't go. Or we'll go to Costco or one of the big box stores or the mall, and we'll just walk around for maybe 35, 40 minutes, come home. So we get some steps in, but we also get a chance to talk.
Right.
We could talk about what happened during the day, things going on in our lives, whatever it might be. But that's just a practical way to get exercise in.
Right.
I mean, you use a practical means by take your prayer time. It's, two birds type of philosophy, and I get to spend time with my wife and do my cardio. Now, during the summer months, I might add a second walk in the morning, either before or after our weight workout. But the other thing that I do a lot of is I incorporate yard work into my exercise. It's like, sure, I lift weights a lot, but I do a lot of yard work. Right. And there's a lot of mowing and edging and weeding and all those sort of things. So again, with the exercise, you don't want to spend all your time exercising at the gym and then you let things that need to be done at the house pile up. Because, I got to go work out. I can't mow the lawn. It's like, well, if you're spending time on the treadmill at the gym, you might want to just mow your lawn for 30 minutes because it's going to even out. I mean, it's going to be about the same thing. So over the years, has your workout changed as far as your training or exercising? Has that? Because you've told me that you've had some times where you've lost some weight and you've gone back up, and you've lost some weight, or you've done different types of exercises. So give me a little bit of those stories, kind of like from when you were in Texas, I guess. Yeah.
So it's seasonal. I mean, you do go through periods of time, and I think a lot of times it's just finding what's going to keep you interested, because it's. One of the things I think is super important we haven't talked about is having a partner, having a workout partner, because it helps keep you motivated. It helps keep you on track. So when you go to the gym, you're meeting somebody, and it's a little bit of a deterrent if you're like, oh, I'm just too tired, I don't want to get up, but Myron's going to be there, and so it's like, okay, well, I got to get up even if it's not just for me, it's for you, and so. So I think it's important to have a partner. And so most of my kind of changes and the way I work out has to do with different partners I've had or not had. There's periods of time where it was just me. And so maybe I did primarily cardio stuff or swimming or classes and all. And then there were times where lifting weights was the most important thing. And so I think it's finding a rhythm, and sometimes you change up the rhythm to keep you kind of interested in what you're doing. Because again, the goal isn't just to exercise for exercise sake, but it's a healthy lifestyle. So how do I keep my body moving? As I get older, there's joints and all those kind of things that you constantly are dealing with. But the more exercise I get, the better I feel, the better breathing and blood flow and all those things, and that are super important about living a healthy life here on earth. But it's always with the goal that, I'm serving the Lord, and so the best way I can do that is to have a healthy lifestyle. And so when you can incorporate the the everyday life things, prayer walk or walking with your spouse or getting a buddy to go to the gym with you or whatever. Those are kind of things that you can leverage life events to help you be healthy and those kind of things. And so, some folks over this past year, again, gyms were closed, and so they got very creative in the different exercises that they did. Calisthenics come back in this way and all those kind of things. But the important thing isn't, man, I might get in trouble for saying this, that you can lift a lot of heavy weight off the ground, although we like to do that. The important thing is that you are getting good exercise and you're living healthy and whatever that looks like for you. And then as you're doing that, then you are taking advantage. So I don't do all the exercise and I go home and sit on the couch and watch TV. Or I don't do all the exercise and then neglect to go and serve at church or to do those other things. If the whole goal is to have a healthy lifestyle so that I can engage people and ultimately point them to Jesus, then that ought to be driving then the rest of your day and how you're approaching the rest of your day. So
that's an important thing to remember, because you have to incorporate fitness and health into your lifestyle, but you can do it in all aspects of your life.
Right.
And working out with a partner, I mean, it number one, it does serve with accountability.
Right.
But you also, you can make some really good friends.
Right.
And I've had really good friends that I've been able to train with over the years. You've been the longest one so far, I just have to say. We kind of stick it out and, hey, we just do it. Right. But just looking into the past, that, there's been some good times you can have. And it's like you're depending on each other to, spot you and help you with those heavy weights and encourage you. But it also teaches, it's like sports. It teaches you life moments and how to encourage each other and how to lift the other person up. Because, I know when you're not having a good day, something's going on. Right. And so you kind of get to, share some things, vent a little bit, and you kind of get those aggressions out by pushing some heavy iron. And that's a good way to get your aggressions out. Right. And there's times, I've had bad days and be able to share things with you as well. So it's like you develop relationships that way, and it's important. So, and that if you can incorporate that, that's great. Now, there's a lot of people, it's harder to do that because it's getting the workout time. They have 20 minutes, so they put a video on the TV and go through that, and they enjoy it. And that's kind of their almost meditation time, I guess, during that time, kind of a release. Again, you find what works for you. Right. And incorporate it into your lifestyle. Right. So I think that's about all we have. I think that's a lot to unwrap, a lot of practical advice. Calories in, calories out.
That's right.
Find something that works in your lifestyle and you can fit in. I think that's it. So again, if you have questions for Matt, we're going to do another question and answer for Pastor Matt. Drop a comment down below with your questions, or you can, again, email them to us at connect@centralchristian.org. Until next time, take care.